It has become quite normal for me to drop in like this, hasn't it? So, I came by today to ask for a little of your advice on an issue Leanbox is currently facing. People from other nations have always pointed out that hardware from Leanbox is too big and bulky. I do believe compact hardware is ideal, but at the end of the day, I want to give people high-end, high-space hardware. I believe higher specs open the possibilities for gaming, and a machine like that could handle any genre. Do you not agree? However, using high-performance parts like that will always increase the size. And I cannot wait around for smaller parts to be designed and created. Yes, that's it, isn't it? They do say that bigger is better, and if compatibility with old games is truly necessary, then my policies are not mistaken. Ah, I feel much lighter now. I rarely have an opportunity to ask someone outside my nation for advice like this. Thanks to your help, I was able to reorganize my thoughts again. Oh? It is raid time. I mean, it is time for an important meeting, so I must take my leave. I have other duties given to me aside from being the goddess of Leanbox. I have a mountain of administrative things, such as various plans and tactical policies to decide upon. If I ever need advice on these matters in the future, I would appreciate your help. Asha!
You two. I'm surprised you found this place.
What are you planning on doing by gathering all the ran pigs?
It does not concern you.
It does concern us. We've come here because Isha urged us to find you.
I see. That's why there were messages on my cell phone I couldn't recall.
I'll ask you again. What are you planning to accomplish by sacrificing 1,000,000 ran pigs?
I guess it's no use. I'll tell you. Now that we know the Demon King was just an illusion, I have run out of options. Before her soul disappears, I must create a vessel for my soul.
What are you getting at?
Then, listen well to the tale of a pitiful girl.
Very well. The truth of our current strife will finally be explained. I will listen to the reason you've persisted for so long.
A long time ago, I was creating a film. I made a mistake that almost took my life.
Huh? I'm sorry. For a moment, I thought you said film. Did you say kiln, as in those industrial ovens?
No, you heard correctly. A film.
When you say film, you're referring to the moving pictures, yes? Not some kind of coating?
Correct.
What do you mean you were making a film? I thought I'd finally hear the truth of our situation, and you begin by telling jokes? Return my excitement this instant.
Please calm down, VIIR. It may get more exciting from here on out, so let's listen until the end of the story.
After my failure and I began to die, Isha reached out a helping hand. We weren't particularly close. In fact, it could be said that we were rivals. But even still, she tried to save me. Unfortunately, my body was far too gone for her spells to have effect. Using a forbidden spell, she took my soul from my dying body and transferred it into hers. Ever since then, this body has held the souls of both Isha and me. But human bodies aren't designed to house two souls at once. Naturally, her body couldn't withstand the burden, and although it's been gradual, it's beginning to break.
That's why you wish to obtain a body of your own.
Exactly. I can't let Isha die.
Oh! You're not thinking of creating a new body with those ran pigs, are you?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I thought the Demon King's body would satisfy the law of equivalent exchange, but that's not possible now. The ran pigs will have to do.
I finally understand the reason you were so persistent about the Demon King. And, as I suspected, the soldiers weren't recruited for fighting outside invaders. You just needed them to capture him.
Correct.
And the invaders were created yourself in order to train the soldiers. Yeah,
You caught on to that plan too, did you?
of course. Even though the parts were from other nations, they all had a stamp that clearly showed they were from Leanbox.
As expected of a CPU, I suppose. But that doesn't matter now. Gooman! Lady!
You called, Esha?
What's our job this time?
Are the preparations complete?
If you're talking about the ran pigs, yes. All 1 million are in their cages.
All right. I'll head to the ritual area immediately. Please, deal with these two.
So, they figured us out. Okay, we'll do our best for Isha.
It's in your hands now.
Where are you going?
Whoa there, step back. You two won't be getting any farther than this.
Then we'll simply pass through by force. Let's go, Nepgear.
Okay.
Even if my opponents are CPUs, my pectorals can handle this.
I'm not very fond of these hot-blooded types. I will attack. Are you ready?
One punch!
Here I go!
It is my turn.
It's my turn.
Okay.
I will attack. Are you ready? Please use this.
Thank you. It's my turn. Here you go.
Good timing.
Be entranced by my muscles.
I will attack. Are you ready?
Leave this to me. Defensive cheer.
I thank you.
Okay.
I guess we have to do this.
Now, what shall I do?
Do you mean to tell me even my highly trained pectorals can't take these attacks?
I no longer have doubts.
It is my turn.
Be entranced by my muscle.
I choose you.
All right, I'll go calmly.
It is my turn. Checkmate. I can't believe I had such trouble. I feel as though my chest has gotten larger.
Level up!
Damn! You've got a great punch. My pectorals are still jiggling.
I'm done as well. You're really strong, Vert.
You two are surely aware of what Esha is attempting to do, yes?
Of course.
Then why do you help her?
That's because Isha is just as precious to us as she is to Esha.
Isha was originally a friend of ours from a long time ago. At first, we were shocked when we discovered her soul was in Esha's body. She was a kind girl, despite her poor social skills, but we never had even heard of someone using a forbidden spell to displace a soul.
But it's what Isha truly wanted. So we decided that we'd all live together along with Esha. However, after some time had passed, Esha revealed that a time was coming when her body could no longer... Since then, we've searched so desperately for a way to save Isha.
And so you've arrived at this method.
That's right. We may not have known her long, but Esha is a part of our family. She was saved purely by the kindness of Isha's heart. That's enough of a reason for us to help, even if we have to do something inhumane.
Well, I don't think you two were very human to begin with.
Don't be so insensitive, Vert. They have such a good, moving story to tell.
I understand why you would support her, but there's something that simply doesn't make sense.
What is it?
How did Esha come to discover that their body would not last?
It is her body, after all. Isn't it natural she would know about her own body the best?
What did Isha have to say about it? It was originally her body, was it not?
Isha said it wasn't true, but Esha insisted that she was just trying to endure the pain.
I see. I have one last question. Who proposed this method of transferring Esha's soul into another vessel, an actual body?
The way to create a new body using the Demon King, or now using the Ran Pigs as substitutes, were all Esha's ideas.
But now that I think of it, it's kind of odd how these ideas seem to have come to her.
Odd.
She often falls asleep while sitting in a chair. Whenever she came up with those ideas Goom Man mentioned, it was always right after she woke.
Esha's a clever kid. She's probably always thinking of crazy ideas, even in her dreams.
Well, it was different with the Rent Pigs, though. Someone named R4 suggested that idea.
R4?
That name. It's the same name as the deity of sin who once terrorized game industry. It's also the same name as the opponent Nepgear battled in Zero Dimension.
That's right. So naturally, we were shocked at the coincidence. But don't worry. She may have bad taste in makeup, but she's definitely a human. Oh, but that girl Neptune who came along with R4 was very sweet, inside and out.
I didn't expect to hear her name in a place like this. Her characteristics match up with the R4 I fought in Zero Dimension too. But I thought we had defeated her.
I see now. I'm starting to see some connections here. This is merely speculation, but it might be possible that R4's deceived Esha.
Could that really be true?
My instincts tell me it's highly probable.
Then would that mean this whole issue about her body falling apart isn't true?
If Isha didn't agree with Esha's story about the failing body, then it's likely. Deception is a game R4 is all too familiar with.
No way! So we've been tricked!
Where is R4 currently?
She was with us moments ago, but she suddenly disappeared.
Then, in order to find out what is actually going on here, we'll need to speak with both Esha and Isha one more time. Could you two guide us to where they are?
Yes, we'll lead the way. Let's go and find the truth together.
Jump! Leap! Jump! 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 Jump!
Like a bunny! Jump!
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 Leap! Jump!
Like a bunny! Jump!
Leap!
Jump! Like a bunny! I'll show you that I'm capable too!
It is my turn. Checkmate. Quite easy.
Let's all go now, everyone!
It is my turn. Who's next? No one can stand up to my beauty. Leap!
Jump!
Leap!
Like a bunny! Jump!
Jump!
Like a bunny!
Jump!
Jump!
Leap! I wonder what's inside. Those who take the initiative win. I've been underestimated, it
My
seems.
turn! I did it!
Here we go!
It is my turn. I win. Oh, how I love that level up sound.
It doesn't matter who you are! I'll
What
fight
shall
to
I
the fullest!
do? Checkmate. No one can stand up to my beauty. Those who take the initiative win. Who's next? I win. I wonder what's inside.
Jump!
Leap!
Jump!
Leap!
Jump!
Jump! Jump!
Like a bunny!
Jump!
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 Jump! What? So suddenly?
Now, who to
Leave this to me! Next? Yay, we won! I think I'm a little closer to Neptune now.
Now, let us go together. Checkmate. No one can stand up to my beauty. Let's finish this quiz. I have games to play. Phew! I win. I wonder what's inside. How is it?
How is it? Like a bunny! Jump! Like a bunny!
Jump!
Jump!
Leap!
Like a bunny!
Leap! Jump! Leap!
Jump!
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 Leap!
Jump!
Jump!
Like a bunny! Surprise attack! No
What
way!
shall I do? Phew. No one can stand up to my beauty. Jump!
Jump! Jump!
Jump!
Like a bunny!
Leap!
It's our chance to attack together!
Now, who to choose?
Checkmate.
Quite easy. I wonder what's inside. Jump! Jump! Leap! Jump!
Jump! Jump!
Leap! I wonder what's inside.
Oh dear! We're in trouble!
It is my turn.
Checkmate.
No one can stand up to my beauty. Jump! My, what a wonderful item!
Oh no! I've seen this on the Late Show. You ghoulish fiends hold me down and take turns nibbling on my innards. Then you eat my brain and leave my body for the buzzards.
That's disgusting. We just want the hat back.
I wonder what's inside. My, what a wonderful item! Very lovely.
The time has come. Let us begin. Esha, please stop this. Don't get in the way. This is for your sake, too. No, I never wanted it to be like this. This is our only option, Isha. This is all we can do to help ourselves. Can't you see you've been deceived? Won't you please come to your senses? That kind of talk is not necessary now. I'm returning your body to you, and that's that. Esha, why? Why has it come to this?
Esha, wait!
Please, Esha, think this through one more time.
Esha, dearest, please, stop this plan.
You've defeated both Goo-man and Lady, I see. No, worse. You've captured them. It's no matter. It's too late. I'm starting the ritual regardless.
It failed.
No, it can't fail. Once more. Why? Why won't it work?
It appears to truly have failed.
It seems like it. And from what I can see, she's failing to start the spell, but...
Could it be? Goo-man, Lady, count the Ranpigs, quickly.
But we're not your allies right now?
Oh well, fine. It's all right. Let's count them up real quick.
Yes, it's fine this way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think all the tension just vanished.
Indeed.
999,994. 999,995. 999,996.
What? He already counted that much?
Goo-man's dynamic vision and calculation skills are supreme. They're completely unparalleled.
999,997. 999,998. 999,999. Huh?
What is it?
There's one missing.
What? Did you say... How can this be? When we came here, there were definitely 1 million of them.
This appears to be our only opportunity to put an end to this and stop Esha.
Stop me? You, whom I've already defeated?
I may have lost once, but now that Nepgear is with me, losing is an impossibility.
Very well. I will be your opponent, and you will feel the burn of my golden power once more.
You will be the one to face defeat. You will feel the might of Leanbox's CPU in every blow.
No matter how strong the opponent,
Now,
I won't
what
lose!
shall I do?
Prepare yourself.
All right, I'll go calmly. Offensive cheer!
I thank you.
I will never be a memory.
It is my turn. Now then, here I go.
I won't hold back!
Enough boasting. Come at
It
me.
is my turn.
I no longer have doubts. Heal!
I will never be a memory.
I choose you.
I no longer have doubts.
Not bad, CPU. But even at the cost of my life, I cannot lose Isha. I will never be a memory. Prepare yourself.
All right, I'll go calmly. Healing powers.
I thank you.
Keep your eyes front.
I no
I'll
longer
watch the
have
rear.
doubts.
To think of you. There!
Now, what shall I do?
I won't hold back.
To think I'd be glued.
How pathetic. I can't believe I had such trouble. Level up.
I feel power overflowing.
So, I am to fall, with my greatest desire unfulfilled.
There may be another method available. You won't have to sacrifice anyone. Would you care to keep looking? We can find it together.
I've already searched exhaustively for such a method. This was the only way. But even if this wish will not be granted, then all that's left to do is...
What are you plotting now?
I'm going to extinguish my soul from this body. It should be possible if I borrow the power of the Golden Summit. No, you mustn't do that! My life had already once been destined to die. It's nothing you need to worry over. I've caused you a lot of trouble, but our time together was fun. Thank you, Isha. Farewell.
You stubborn idiot!
Huh?
Why are you so committed to sacrifice?
I've already said. I've told you it's because this is the only way to save Isha.
Does that mean it's correct and proper to do? I have no idea what relationship you two have. What if it harms both of you in the process? Also, how could you dare waste the life that Isha so graciously saved? You can find a way to live together.
It's not possible.
Isha, is it even true that your body will not last any longer? That you will die if you continue hosting two souls?
Yeah, tell us, Isha. Is it true?
Isha, dear, speak up.
Please, you two. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but give me room to breathe.
No.
Oh, she said no!
It's been so long since I've heard her say that. That no is no lie.
As I've stated, you're both quite overbearing, so please refrain from...
No! Isha's just pushing herself for my sake. No, I'm not. I'm not pushing myself, Esha. You're just convincing yourself of that.
Isha is actually talking straight to Vert.
To think she'd be able to talk to anyone else besides us. It's wonderful.
What do you mean I'm just convincing myself? I felt something so abnormal and wrong and... What's abnormal? What? I feel nothing wrong with my body. What about you, Esha? What do you feel? Huh? Why had I thought that way? It was my own will to save you. You are not a burden to me. You don't ever need to concern yourself with thoughts like that. You don't hate me for this? If I hated you, I wouldn't have saved you. I saved you because your life was very dear to me, and that's the truth. Do you hate me, Esha? How could I possibly hate you? Isha, you saved me. I love you. Oh, how could I ever feel badly towards you? You saved me from certain death, and you even sympathize and care for me now. I'm so glad you didn't hate me after all. I'm sorry, Isha.
Lovely. Everything's been resolved, it seems.
Yes, thank you for your hard work, Vert.
And thank you for helping me, VIIR.
No, it's not done yet. I have a request.
What is it, Esha?
I want you to destroy this tower. Because this tower exists,
I've had questions about this tower since I first laid eyes upon it. What is this for, exactly?
This tower, the Golden Summit, is a symbol of Gold Third. And more importantly, it is the very source of our power. Can you see that crystal? This tower gathers the people's faith, and that crystal takes CPU share energy and converts it for Gold Third to be able to access it.
So this is the secret to your power. Wouldn't you lose these powers if we destroyed it?
I happened upon this power by chance. I have no stock in it. It's of no value to me.
I understand.
Neptune, you little imbecile! What's the meaning of this missing ran pig?
Man, that is just so strange. I thought I counted up 1 million. Must have messed up somewhere.
Don't give me tee-hee!
But the ritual doesn't really matter, right? You've got what you're looking for.
Well, yes, that's true, I suppose.
Ooh, looks just like a regular console cable. But is it really what that person's looking for? You didn't get tricked with a fake, did you?
It's authentic. It's worn in all the right places. Notice its texture and flexibility. This is no fake. It's exactly what our master searches for. All we have to wait for is that moody ninja to steal the rest from the other nations.
This. Leap. Jump.
Like a bunny!
Jump.
Jump!
Jump.
Jump!
My, what a wonderful item!
Let's go.
Leap! Jump! Like a bunny! Jump!
Whew. This was difficult to open. Now, let us depart. I've returned. After we destroyed the tower's center, we took the 999,999 ran pigs and left the Golden Summit behind us. There are still many unsolved mysteries, such as why the CPUs have been forgotten, or how to free the ran pigs from the curse. But we were able to solve the troubles caused by a girl named Esha, who desired to save a girl named Isha without a single casualty. Leanbox is still in an unending battle with outside invaders, but with our new friend Esha and my younger sister Nepgear, I have a feeling this nation can be great again.
Wait a second. Did you call me your younger sister, Vert?
Oh, you heard that?
Everybody did.
So they have. In any case, my story has come to a close.